in the world did this become a sport in the Olympics? I have no idea, but it won't be in the next Summer Olympics in LA. I'll just say that. This is the Slater Report podcast. Today is Monday, August 19th. College football is back this Saturday. It's only a couple games, but it's Florida State and Georgia Tech. Going to be a big one to pay very attention to. I'll talk about that more later on in the week on American Game Day. But I got some big headlines today and a big show for you. And, yeah, you see the title of it? Sports streaming service. There is a big debate going on between Fubo and Venue, a brand new streaming service coming. Well, that's going to be delayed, but I'll talk more about that later on. But first, let's jump into some crazy things that happened in the NFL. The NFL preseason is going on right now. Let's jump with the Dallas Cowboys. They got a brand new kicker coming from the UFC now. And even though the preseason technically does not count in the rule book, he hit a 66-yard field goal, and it won the game for them. Congratulations, Brandon. What a kick. 66 yards. That is impressive. Now let's go on to the main title of this week episode, Fubo and Venue. This one is a big one. If you haven't heard, Venue is a joint sports streaming service between Fox, ESPN, and Warner Brothers Discovery. Yeah, Warner Brothers and Discovery are now merged into one now, and it's one long name now, in case you haven't been paying attention. But, yeah, it's a new streaming service for sports. So it'll have all the ESPN networks, including ESPN Plus. It'll have Fox, FS1, FS2, Big Ten Network. It'll also have TNT, True TV, TBS, all their sports channels from those three companies, all in one service. And there's rumors that it'll be about $40 a month, and I did see that they're going to raise the prices after a year, but we'll just have to wait and see. But since they announced this, oh boy, Fubo, another streaming service that are saying that they stole their playbook. Yeah, so they're suing them, and yeah, mainly because, Disney and Fox and Warner Brothers, when they sign license deal with the service providers, they don't get to pick what channels they want to serve. You got to get all of the bundles. So Fubo, their main dedication is really sports. They want to give the sports fans, mainly college football, NFL, whatever basketball, whatever main sport that people want, that's what they want. But in order to get those channels, they gotta have the other channels that probably no one wants to watch, or those sports fans even want to watch, probably don't even do watch. And they're like, hey, if we can't do it, you shouldn't be doing it. Come on, give us a break. You're stealing our playbook? Really? So they're suing them back early summer when it first was announced. This past couple of weeks, it went to the judge. The judge sided with them, so now it's temporarily blocked. Yep, so it is still gonna be, they still plan on releasing it. It was gonna be released this fall, but now it might be delayed maybe until winter now. We're really not sure how long, but it's temporarily blocked by the judge. And also, this is just coming in as Disney and ESPN plan to do a price hike on ESPN Plus. So if you're a monthly subscriber, it'll go up $1 to $11.99 a month. Or if your annual plan, it'll go up $10. Yikes. Yeah, well, actually, that might actually be a bigger deal because, you save like $2 on the annual deal. So that might actually be better deal if you switch to annually in this new deal. But again, I mean, they just keep raising the prices, and they're doing, I mean, ESPN Plus is great. I mean, besides Disney Plus, I mean, they're keep raising the prices up, but producing less content. ESPN Plus keeps expanding their content, so I think ESPN is actually smart on this. I mean, I hate how they raise the prices, but, yeah, another price hike is on the way. Alright, let's go back to the first video I showed you. Breakdancing in the Olympics. This should not happen at all. What in the world was going on in the Olympics? That was probably one of the weirdest sport I've ever seen in the Olympics. Good thing it was a one-year deal. LA is not having it. And also, LA 2028 is actually adding flag football too. So that will be quite exciting. I think they're also adding baseball as well. But yeah, as you saw that video at the beginning of this show, what were those dance moves? That was not breakdancing. That is like when you need to use the bathroom or something. What in the world was that? I can show you all the video again. What in the world is this? It's like that's not breakdancing. I don't know what that was, but I do know that she got 0 points. So how is she even allowed in it? Anyway, no clue whatsoever. Also, I got some more. I've been following this Michigan story for quite a while, since they've been stealing signs to breaking rules. Yes, Michigan is back at it again and stealing. Or breaking rules, basically. But this is actually something different now. Jim Harbaugh now has a 4-year show clause for recruiting violations during the COVID years. Yeah, and also, so this means that if Jim Harbaugh ever decides to come back to Michigan or be a head coach or some kind of coach somewhere in college, he's going to be suspended for 4 years. He's not allowed to do any coaching for 4 years in college if he comes back. And it doesn't start until he comes back. So it's not like he can hang out in the NFL at the Chargers for 4 years. No, it starts from the moment he comes back. Darn. Well, I hope he's happy with the Chargers now, because obviously he knew something was going on because he left Michigan in a hurry. Also, yeah, Michigan made him an honorable captain for the game opener to celebrate their national championship win. He turned it down to focus on his NFL team. I mean, what in the world, dude? I mean, you won the national championship. I get it. You want to focus in on your new team. But, dude, you just won the national championship. Go support that team. You really, that's a huge... it's honorable captain for a reason. They're honoring you, and you won't even take it? Glad he's gone now from college. Bye. Also, some other big breaking news. The one that's been stealing the signs, that's been helping Michigan in the cheating, in the other news, Connor Stallion. Yeah, the ex-Michigan staffer. Yeah, he's now going to be a defensive coordinator voluntarily at a high school in Detroit. So he's not even going to get paid for this. That's how desperate he is at getting back in coaching football, basically. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's a plus and a con for him. I mean, he's trying to, go back and get back into football, but also, what's he doing at a high school? Really? What a downgrade. And a defensive coordinator, too. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, he's probably thinking, okay, there's no cameras around at high school. They're not on TV, so I can still continue my cheating scheme. So, I'll have to look up. I don't remember the actual name of the high school I saw in the story. I'm gonna have to look it up. I might have to follow that team. If they, go undefeated or have a great season, I'll have to compare this season to previous years on their defensive stat to see, is he cheating down there too? I don't know. We'll just have to wait and find out, but the story I'm going to continue to follow. And then Nike has revealed some new uniforms for football teams. Woo! We all love uniforms, especially Nike. Nike's probably one of the most creative uniforms out there. And Under Armour's pretty great as well. I mean, Nike's had some pretty good ones, but there's some disappointing news. Yes, they actually created a new, basic template for these two teams. So teams like TCU, Michigan State, Jacksonville State, I think Florida and Tennessee's got some new one. They just look plain and basic. I mean, TCU had really awesome uniforms. They were cool looking. They had the horn around. The horn logo is very unique, and it's just there's flap colors on there. Oh, whatever team logo it is, team color they have, flap it on there, and then boom. Just all we have to do is just change the colors for the teams. No creative at all. I do not get it. There's TCU, here's Michigan State. It just looks very plain and boring. Yeah. I hope they don't add these to the new College Football 25 video game. I want the old ones back. Those were cool to see. What happened to looking cool on the field? I mean, I guess you gotta, play football, I guess. You're more focused on playing football than your looks. But Nike, that's your job, is creative design. Look at making players look good on the field, court, whatever they are, and I think that's a loss for Nike right there. All right, and the Oregon Duck is going around the world, or going around the country in the Big Ten. Yeah, in case you haven't been following social media, the Duck is in the Big Ten now. Yeah, they left the Pac-12, and during Big Ten meeting day, they put a giant duck out in the lake. What a school that is. Probably the best mascot in college football. And here he is going around the world. There he is waving. What is it? Waving at Iowa. He's visiting all the teams, just saying, let me in every time. There he is upside down at Purdue. Very funny. And then looking at him there and goes, getting chased by Ohio State. Michigan, I think this gives me Toy Story vibes of trying to sneak in. Yeah, why is he wearing that cone? I have no idea. And then this one, it really threw me off. At Michigan State, he says, let me in, but he's already in. Is he trying to get out? I think he got trapped in there. Oh boy, I think he got trapped. And then here he is climbing the wall at Penn State. And then another good one is he's at the Rose Bowl, which, I mean, makes sense. I mean, they've been there before, but why not go back? I mean, you're still going to be playing there. And he's sideways on the gate. And then the last one is, back home, but he's laying on the brand new logo for him, brand new conference they're in, the Big Ten logo at their home field. Yeah, the Duck is probably the best mascot to follow. They truly are. And then, it's y'all know me. I'm probably love Dr. Pepper. I mean, I'm obsessed with it. But they take number 2, jump Pepsi and take number 2 spot. I don't think Coca-Cola is gonna go anywhere. They're always gonna be number 1. They're triple the height of Dr. Pepper, but Dr. Pepper takes second, continuing to climb. The best drink to me, I think. And Fansville, they have one of the best commercials for college football. Fansville, another season, it's gonna be another one, and I want to talk about those commercials. So, if you ever noticed that with the new NIL deals, they can now have players in their commercials now. In case you noticed that they started doing this, the players that they have in the commercial, they usually get jinxed. They usually have quite a terrible season. Or not a terrible, an unexpected season, and not the hyped up. This year, reports that it's Quinn Ewers, the quarterback from Texas, is now headlining and being featured in Dr. Pepper's Fansville commercials now. So, is that a chance for them to be down? Texas to have a down year now? Yeah, I feel like whoever is in those commercials doesn't have great years. The hype. So, Texas, Quinn Ewers is now being hyped in the Fansville commercial. So, the pressure's really on him now. Is he truly going to be Fansville this year? We'll just have to wait and find out. And then, if you all know, watching college football so much, you know that the especially if you watch the Big Ten, they always roll this Maps commercial. And a lot of people were wondering, oh no, the commercial is going away with them adding UCLA, USC, Oregon, and Washington. Nope. They added them in, and it is great. I mean, they took the Rose Bowl shot out of it, but I mean, you're adding 4 new schools, and you still got a 30-second window. So obviously they had to take out the Rose Bowl out of it to add them in, but it's still a really cool commercial, and it's a lot nice that they kept it. They kept mostly everything the same from the other schools, the same songs as well. It's really cool. So once again, another big commercial that you want to see for this year. And Jacksonville State's got a new logo at midfield. Yeah, I love it. The rooster. That's going to be a cool one. I love that field. I hope they add that to College Football 25 in the next update. Please add that. And that's going to wrap up my show this week. Saturday, college football is back. Florida State versus Georgia Tech. 11 o'clock on ESPN. I'll have your full breakdown of that game and a lot of other week 0 and more look into week 1 games on American Game Day on Saturday. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all real soon. This is the Slater Report Podcast.